Molweni bandla. Molweni bandla.
Amen.
How was your week?
Fine.
Okay.
Inje. Okay. Mhlambe before ndiyathetha.
Maybe before we begin,
Ndibona ihlobo sam enesigqila kuqala.
I see a very good friend of mine that I have not seen in a
Usando
while.
ngena ngoku.
He has just arrived.
Uphumeza Monde.
Umeza Monde.
Uphumeza Monde uhamba notata umlamli mngqala. Ngicela nje niwenjishe izandla zenu. Lithini bandla ngabo? Okay, kuthiwa nibonga. Cela ngiphalane. Amen. Siyabulela kakhulu. Ndinezigulo ezininzi apha kum.
I feel very anxious.
Ndinesisu
Oh, I have a tummy ache.
yalunywa.
I have pains.
Andiyazi kwenzeka ntoni.
I have no idea what's happening.
But ndiyayazi ukuba some of you are praying for me.
I know that abanye bayanthandaza.
Ndabe noko ndenzanga justice uba anoyincoma le nto lapha emva kwethu.
I must be appreciative of what is behind us, of the decorations behind us.
Noba ngubani abayenzileyo but uthixo anisikelele.
I don't know who has done it, but we truly appreciate you. And may God bless
Intle
you.
kakhulu.
It is very beautiful.
Iculo ebesivule ngalo u216.
The song that we opened with, 216,
Ndicinga uba liculo lami endihamba nalo lonyaka.
I think this is my song for this year.
Kukho la verse yokugqibela
There's that final stanza.
ethi linda ndilinde uthi mandilinde.
Wait, it's you say wait
Ndide ndithi inkosi ilibelephi.
until I ask, why has God forgotten?
You know, ngiyathanda uyithetha le nto le.
I love saying this.
Andiyazi iveki uba ibinjani.
I don't know how the week was for you.
Kodwa noba bekunjani na,
No matter how the week was,
siyabulela uThixo uba nihleli kwezi zitulo nihleli kuzo ngoku.
we should be grateful to God that we are seated here today.
Maninzi amadabi eniqokozele kuwo.
There are many fights and battles that we have won,
Okokuba nizohlala kwezi zitulo nihleli kuzo.
so that you can so that you have the opportunity to sit here today.
Akho bali ke ndilithanda eBhayibhelini ngathi leli bali lamakhwenkwe amathathu kuNdlovu.
There's no story in the Bible that I love more than the three Hebrew boys.
Ukumkani uNebukadnezar ubasa umlilo.
Nebuchadnezzar sets a fire.
uThixo nga-interferishi kumlilo kakumkani.
God did not interfere with the fire of Nebuchadnezzar.
Athula uThixo bengathi akekho.
And God was silent as if he was not there.
These three Hebrew boys said something in verse 16, chapter 3.
Abafana khona abayithethileyo kule ndawo athetha ngayo.
Bathi ukuba uThixo unako.
They say if God is able.
As if God was not able.
Ingathi uThixo benganokwazi.
Or as if bayamngabaza uThixo.
It looks as if they are doubting God.
In other words, they were saying,
Ngamanye amazwi besithi,
nokokuba kumkani uThixo angangafiki ngoku.
even if God might not arrive now,
but asizuguqa kule kwezi
but
sithathu.
we will not bow and worship this statue.
Sometimes it may seem as if
Ngamanye amaxesha ingangathi
uThixo kude kude.
God is far away from us.
Uba ngabheka
When
umboni.
you look and search around, you don't see him.
But ufuna uxelele kokuba
I want to tell you
noba
that
ungava njalo, noba ungava njalo,
even if you feel that way,
uThixo usekhona.
God is still there. He's
Adiyazi
still
uba
present.
uqhobozele entweni uba uzokuba nendawo kuyo
I don't know
namhlanje.
which challenges you went through to be here today.
Sibahle simbenje.
You are beautiful.
But uba benovula inhliziyo zenu nonke,
But if I want to open your heart,
inhliziyo zenu zonke zilijadu ligazi.
I'm sure that your hearts are filled with pain
Nemivumba yonke indawo.
and the stripes of the devil.
Ngenxa yexesha andizulibasa kakhulu.
Let us not waste time.
Befamba sendihleli phansi ngoku.
I should have been seated by now.
Mandincome man yazi uba nibahle Kwabantu abangcolileyo ngiyathemba kwabo bangangcwaba bazongcwaba nge-afternoon.
Those that are wearing uniform, you are very beautiful, and those that are not, hopefully we'll see you in uniform in the afternoon.
Siyabulela Dizon, ngiyabona nawe uyazama noma ulela into uba ngesikhafu nje sodwa. Uyazama, she's trying. Okay. Intetha yethu yangokushwa yanga semva komini
Our sermon for today,
ivela kule ncwadi ye-Exodus.
it's in the book of Exodus,
Chapter 3.
the third chapter.
Ngizawufunda nje indima nje ezintathu.
I'm just going to read 3 verses,
Then emveni koko sithethe sikhweleni.
and then we shall move on afterwards.
Ngiyafunda ke nabayifumeneyo.
I read.
Kwabonakala isithunywa sikaYehova. Verse 2.
Verse 2.
Kwabonakala isithunywa sikaYehova kuye siselangatyeni lomlilo.
And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in the flame of fire out of the midst of the bush.
Etyolweni phakathi.
In the midst of the bush.
Wakhangela wabona ityholo lisitsha ngomlilo.
And he looked, and behold, the bush was burning.
Noko lingade liche liphele.
Yet it was not consumed.
Verse 4. Wabona uYehova ukuba utyekile esiza kubona.
When the Lord saw that he had turned aside to see,
uThixo wabiza esetyholweni phakathi.
God called him out of the bush.
Wathi kuye, Moses, Moses. Wathi yena, ndilapha.
Moses, Moses, and he said, here I am.
Verse 6 athi, wathi ndinguThixo kayihlo, uThixo kaAbraham, uThixo kaIsaki, uThixo kaYakobi.
And he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob.
Wabusithelisa uMoses ubuso bakhe kuba ebesoyika ukukhangela kuThixo.
And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look at God.
Inkosi mayisikele ukufunda kwezulayo ngokodwa kuYesu kwesibini. Amen.
Amen.
Nalilizwi endifuna ba sijikajikane nalo.
This is the verse the verses that we need to focus on today,
Emva kwemini nje.
this afternoon.
Incwadi le ye-Exodus.
This is the book of Exodus.
Incwadi ye-Exodus egama lona lithi Exodus means departure.
The word Exodus ithetha ukuhambo okanye imfuduko.
Ababhali ke abaninzi bathi
Most writers say
le ncwadi ye-Exodus
this book of Exodus
ibhalwa nguMoses.
is written by Moses.
Isizathu sokuba bakholelwe ababhali bale ncwadi ibhalwa nguMoses.
The reason for them to believe that this book was written by Moses,
Yiyo yodwa incwadi ibibhalwe nge-Mosaic language.
it is the only book that is written in
Mosaic language.
that language.
Yincwadi lena ebhalwa nge-Mosaic language.
This book that is written in the Mosaic language,
So ababhali bakholelwa okokuba nguMoses yedwa onothi abhale incwadi ingqinelane neBhayibhile yonke nge-native language yaseJipute.
yeah. So the writers believe, or the academics believe, that it is only Moses who can write a book that goes hand in hand with the entire Bible on its own.
So I want to be inclined with that group of scholars.
Ufuna ukuhambelana nabo ke abantu abafundileyo.
Xa ujonga ku-chapter 1 wale ncwadi ye-Exodus,
Well, when you pay attention to chapter 1 of this book,
it was soon after Joseph had died.
it just comes immediately after Joseph's death.
iBhayibhile ithi kuye kwavuka Pharaoh wumbi ongamaziyo uJoseph.
Another Pharaoh came into power after the Pharaoh of Joseph.
But I want to disagree with this statement
Andifuna ukuphikisana nale nto,
because if ufika engamazi uJoseph,
if this Pharaoh comes to power,
then my
not
question will be,
umbuzo wami uzawuthi,
where was he by the time uJoseph ebesenza yonke le misebenzi eJipute?
lo Pharaoh lofikayo bephi ngexesha uJoseph esenza yonke le mimangaliso ngenxa kaThixo?
So I want to believe that this new Pharaoh who arose
Andifuna ukukholela into ethi
Was
uFaro
just-
lofikayo
was just ignorant
ebengafuni ukuthathela ingqalelo
the work that was done by Joseph.
izenzo okanye imimangaliso eyenziwe nguYosefu.
The Bible says he then set a decree
Wenza wakhupha i-decree
umthetho
yes,
othi makubulawe bonke abafana bamakhwenkwe
that all the male boys should be killed.
kuba ebona okokuba amasirayeli la ayanda beJuda,
Because you could see that the Israelites were multiplying.
and ukuba bayanda bazawuthi xa besilwa nesinye isizwe
And if they've multiplied and there's a war,
babajikele balwe nesi sizwe
they want
bana.
to turn on them and join the oppressor.
So uFaro lo ukhupha lo mthetho.
So Pharaoh releases this decree.
Fortunately enough,
Thamsanqa,
ukhupha lo mthetho ku-midwives ezamaHebhere.
he releases this decree to the midwives of the Hebrews.
Abomoyikayo uThixo.
Those midwives who fear God.
So when this decree was released by Pharaoh,
Xa ukhutshwa ke lo mthetho nguFaro,
ukhupha ewusa kubantu aboyika uThixo.
he's sending this decree, this ungodly decree, to people who are godly.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Asekhona umama aboyika uThixo.
Are there still women who fear God?
Abazathi xa urhulumente emisa umthetho,
That when the government puts a law
bathi thina singomama bokuthandaza,
and say that we are women of prayer,
asizuyenza le.
we will not abide by this law.
iBhayibhile ke ithi
The Bible says
Thixo wangenelela
God intervened.
ngoba uThixo une-tendency yokungenelela kwi-situations esisibhaqa sikuzo.
Because God has a tendency of entering into our situation.
Now the Bible says,
Ithi Bible,
these women managed to hide aba bantwana
abamama abakwazile ukubafihla abantwana babo
kwade babe badala.
until they grew of age.
Now iBhayibhile ithi
The Bible says
umama kaMoses
Moses' mother
wakwazi umfihla uMoses
was able to hide
for about
Moses
3 months.
for near 3 months.
Uthe wabona okokuba noko ngoku le nto yoba kukho umntwana apha endlini itsalumjojo,
When she noticed that she could no longer hide Moses,
akasakwazi umfihla uMoses lo.
it was impossible for her to hide this child.
Kuthiwa wenza ibhaskithi
And then she formed a basket
wayikama ibhatumeni.
and she put bitumen on.
Now wathatha umntana lo Moses wamfaka apha kubasket,
And she took baby Moses and put him in the basket.
wayombeka kulwentuka kumlambo umNile
And then put the child in the river Nile,
phakathi kwengcongolo.
surrounded by crocodiles.
Now the other commentators, but some of the commentators say
Commentators would say,
ngeli xesha uMoses eyofihlwa kumlambo oseNile,
when Moses was going to be hidden in the Nile River,
uThixo wakhawuleza wabiza i-special church board
God called a special church board
wathi our leader Moses
and said, Moses,
is going to the Nile River,
Moses is going.
therefore we need to go and guide him. Kwakungokoma kobekho i-guard of honor.
And then they had the guard of honor.
Angels zasika apha emlanjeni
And the angels formed the
waseNile River.
in the Nile River.
Izulu latsala i-safe day
And
because
then there was a safety tape that was tied by him,
lanqanda ii-crocodile uba zingangeni kule ndawo
so that no crocodiles
ngoba
could harm baby Moses.
kukho umntu ozawukhokhela amasirayeli.
Because there is a leader of the Israelites that needs to come
The
from
inspired pen says,
the Bible says,
the inspired pen, usibo oluphefumlelweyo.
yes,
The inspired pen says,
it says this.
the angels of the Lord
The angel
were
was
hovering lowly
yes, here.
above the place where Moses lay. Izulu lanqanda lathi
The Bible stood in between.
Now the Bible says,
Ithi Bible.
andiyazi ukuba yintoni le yatsala le ntwazana kaFaro,
I don't know what attracted
because ibhali ithi
because the story says
Nile River was a dirty river.
the Nile River.
I do not understand what made this woman go and wash in the river of the Nile. You know, sometimes people when this is impossible, it's very possible.
God sometimes does izinto ezingakholelwa abazikholeleyo.
This is the
Spirit of prophecy says this.
one of the angels
Enye yeengelosi
of the Lord
zikaThixo It was walking in front of Pharaoh's daughter and taking and directing her directly to Moses. And she continues to say, and God formed himself into a small man and entered into the baby's mouth. When this child was crying, the child is crying. Yes, the God and not the baby. And she continues. And when she saw this child, no sees. When Moses was being put into the river, his sister Miriam
was with her mother. The mother could not stand to see what will happen to Moses. But the Israel says, the prayer of the mother of Moses, what was Moses went to God, and the child went into God's hand. So by the time Pharaoh sees Moses, Miriam was not far away. And when she saw that Moses was found, and she hurried and said, go and call may I call a maiden, or the maiden? For the first time, for the a person had to receive a salary and pay a person to take care of their own child. For the first time you see God's words. They are confusing to a certain degree. The spirit of prophecy says she was able to keep Moses up to the age of 12 years until he was 12 years old. When the children were still playing, and she took him and then sent her, and she would pray for him. Can I say something? This says a lot. Let us say something. When the children are still playing, pray for your child. This world is very evil. Let's move. Now Moses is 12 years old. So now he's moving back to Pharaoh's palace. And we know the story. Now Moses grew of age, and then he killed one person and then had to run. And then he went to Midian. Now when we get to chapter 3. Now, chapter 3. Where our focus is at. Our sermon starts here. Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Meeting again. God calls a special meeting. Moses. And says, Moses, our leader, is about to graduate. So we need to have a way of keeping that ceremony. Keeping the ceremony. You know, when a person is too educated, they are wise. So he had to be sly in a way. God says in this meeting, one of the things that I can be is fire. Okay. So if one of the things that I can be is fire, then I have to set a location. The location will be by the Mount of Horeb. That is where I will keep the ceremony.
apho uMoses izakwenzelwa khona ile nkqubo yesilentuka yeSolomon.
The place that Moses is going to graduate.
Now the Bible says
Ithi iBhayibhile,
emveni kokuba uMoses eqhubele impahla zikaYitro,
after he has driven Yithr's flock
apho ngasentabeni seHoreb,
close to the mountain of Horeb,
you know, there's something that I've discovered apha kule ndawo.
ikhona into endiqwalaseleyo kule ndawo.
Uyayazi uba uThixo akazi xa usasurroundwe ngabantu.
God does not come when you're surrounded by people.
uThixo umyekile uMoses
God left Moses
esebhodwe
in that location,
wathula uThixo.
and he was quiet. He
By
was
the way,
silent.
this is the second segment
Indawo yesibini lena
yobomi bukaMoses.
in Moses'
The
life.
first 40 years he spent in Egypt.
Iminyaka yokuqala inkcithe
Now
Egypt.
the second segment of his life
Le yesibini
was spent in the land of Midian.
ichithwe eMidian.
Now God kept quiet
uThixo wathula,
for about 8 years.
wathula iminyaka ebalileyo,
uThixo ethe cwaka.
wathula.
Masikhumbuzane.
Let us remind each other.
When Moses was born,
Uthe xa uzalwa kwakhe uMoses,
God knew that this will be the deliverer.
beyazi uba uMoses
Of my
uzaba
people.
ngumsindisi wabantu
But
bakhe.
God kept quiet
Kodwa uThixo
for
wathula
about 8 years.
le minyaka
I
ibaleyo.
don't know how long God will keep quiet.
Asazi uba uThixo
In order
uzawuthula
for you to be a
sengakanani
leader.
ukuze wena ube yinkokheli.
But Moses kept quiet.
Kodwa kuMoses he
For
was
about 8
quiet
years.
le minyaka ibalayo.
He then appeared to Moses
Wavela ke kuMoses
after 8 years.
when he was at this age.
Now
After this
the
years.
Bible says
Ithi iBhayibhile,
Moses saw the bush that was burning.
uMoses walibona etyholo elitshayo.
Please remember, Moses was not his first time passing on that street.
Ebengaqali ke ukudlula etyholo uMoses.
Moses used to see the bush that was burning.
Ebedla ngolibona nje alidlule nje.
But obviously there's something
Kodwa
different in this
ikhona
one.
into eyohlukileyo kule mini.
The bush was burning,
Ibisitsha etyholo.
but it was not consumed.
Kodwa belingathi iphele.
You know, in order for God to catch
Ukuze uThixo akwazi ukuthanda
attention kaMoses,
i-attention yakho,
he had to perform a miracle.
fanele enze into engaqhelekanga, ummangaliso.
Bridge. If we be glass,
If this was a glass
then the fire the chef
and I would put this handkerchief inside
and the light.
and I would set it alight,
What are you expecting the chef to turn into?
Ashes.
ashes.
Yes. But what color will it be
Izawuba ngombala
before it turns black?
Phambi bemnyama.
Orange.
It's orange.
So
Yes.
it will be oranges before it
But
turns
what
black.
caught the attention of Moses is that the bush was burning,
Eyona nto ebambe uMoses uba le tyholo belisitsha
but it was not consumed.
kodwa belingatsho ukuphela.
Now please take note.
Masiqwalasele into ethi
When the bush was burning,
ngexesha isitsha
but it
tyholo
was not consumed,
and it was
God
belingatshabalanga
was in that bush
uThixo
at that certain moment.
ngelaa xesha ebephaa uThixo.
Now, when God saw that Moses' hand,
Xa ithi uThixo xa eqwalasele uba uMoses uye wajika,
then he started to speak.
waqalisa uThixo wathetha.
You know what kept Moses standing in that area
Eyona nto egcina uMoses uba emile phaa kulaa ndawo
was not the miracle, Tamla.
or it was not the miracle of
What happened is that when God appeared to Moses,
uThixo xa ithe yayivela kuMoses,
the Bible says,
ithi iBhayibhile,
the angel of the Lord appeared.
ingelosi kaThixo iye yavela.
Whenever the Bible says the angel of the Lord,
Xa isithi iBhayibhile ingelosi kaThixo,
xa isithi the Lord,
xa isithi kaThixo,
it simply means
ithetha ukuba
when the Bible says the Lord, it simply means that God is in a situation of saving.
ithi ngeloo nto ke uThixo ukwimeko yokusindisa umntu.
So God was about to save the Israelites.
Ngayelaa xesha uThixo bezawusindisa ama-Israyeli ngoMoses.
Siyakhumbula kuvela umyalezo kwizazi.
Remember when the message came to the wise men,
ivele kuzazi besolusa igusha.
And they were busy herding flock.
And the angel of the Lord appeared to them.
Ingelosi kaThixo yavela kubo.
Of the Lord.
kaThixo.
So whenever iBhayibhile isithi of the Lord,
ayisithi iBhayibhile ekaThixo,
then God in he is in his mode of saving humanity.
uThixo kwimeko yokusindisa umuntu.
Now I have a problem now with the word that is used here.
Ndinengxaki yale gama elisetyenziswa
That
lapha.
says appeared.
Yathi yavela.
If we say
Xa sisithi
God appeared,
xa sithi uThixo uye wavela,
we are now simply saying
sithetha into yokubana
God was not there.
uba uThixo bengekho ngaphambili.
Is that possible?
Iyakwazeka naloo nto.
We believe that God is omnipresent.
Sikholelwa uba uThixo ukhona kwiindawo zonke.
So if we say God appeared
Sithi uThixo uye wavela
in the bush,
phaa kwelaa
then we are simply saying
sithetha into yokubana
God was not there.
uThixo bengekho phaa
Before.
ngaphambili ke ngoku
So
ukhona.
I would say
Sithi ke ngoku
God pre-existed.
uThixo
In
bekhona
that bush.
ngaphambili.
Okay. Mandicacise kanje le.
Let me explain it in this way.
Ngiyakhumbula emlilweni.
Remember in the fire,
The three was
abafana abathathu.
ngoku kubasa umlilo.
When the fire was being set
Some
alight,
preachers believe that abanye abashumayeli bakholelwa ukuba
other preachers believe that
ngeli xesha kubasa umlilo ngukumkani.
when the fire was being set alight by the king,
God was not there.
uThixo bengekho.
But now I disagree with that.
Andivumelani naloo nto.
By the time ngeli xesha kubasa umlilo,
At the time that the fire was being set
God
alight,
was already in the fire.
uThixo ebepha kulaa mlilo.
Ngiyibona ke le
Where do I see this?
when these guys who took them in the fire,
When these soldiers amajoni abo bethatha bese kulaa mlilo,
ithi ngabo abarhawukayo baphela.
it says they are the ones that burnt and perished.
Then my question would be,
Umbuzo wam uthi,
what happened to the three Hebrews?
kwenzeke ntoni kwabafana abathathu?
If aba banezoso babafaka emlilweni,
These soldiers that put them in the fire,
batsha baphela,
they perished.
but these three Hebrew boys
But abafana abathathu
were not consumed by the fire.
khange batshiswe
Then what
ngumlilo.
happened?
Kwenzeke ntoni na?
If ever sithi uThixo was not in the fire by the time kusenziwa umlilo,
If we are saying that God was not in the fire before the fire was there,
we are simply saying
sithi
uThixo uza ngexesha loba losikhulula awuba.
God only appears to save and then he disappears.
So God
again.
was there by the time umlilo senziwa.
So uThixo bekhona ngexesha umlilo usenziwa when the fire was being set alight.
So etyholweni elivutha umlilo,
So in that bush,
God was already there,
uThixo bekhona.
but God was trying to draw attention to
Kodwa
Moses.
befuna utsalumdla
Just for him to
kaMoses,
see
so that Moses is able uba abone
ibush lechayo.
lentyholo lisitsha.
Now the first lesson that we learn here,
And that's nankunantsika isifundo sokuqala sesifunda.
the unconsumed bush
Elityholo elingatshiyo
that Moses saw
uMoses alibonileyo
was an indication
ubiluphawu
that the Israelites
ukuba
who were
ama-Israyeli
in Egypt
awo bese-Egypt
will not be consumed
anawo wazutshatyalaliswa
by the afflictions of
ziyingcinezelo
the Egyptians
yamayibhuti
that are in Egypt.
lawo ayibhuti.
So ngeli xesha uThixo atsala attention kaMoses,
Ngexesha, the time that Jesus is, God is pulling the attention of Moses,
he's sending a message to Moses
uthumela umyalezo kuMoses
ethi mamela,
that says, listen,
my people are perishing in
abantu
Egypt.
bam bayatshabalala phaa yibhuti.
Khumbula chapter 1 ka-Exodus,
Remember chapter 1 of Exodus,
verse 12.
verse 12.
Uthi the more they afflicted them,
Ithi,
oyeni bebacinezela,
the more they afflicted them,
kukoyeni bekhula.
it is the more that they multiply.
That is very impossible.
No,
There is no way that ucinezelwe
there is no way. Ayikho indlela yokuba when you are afflicted
uphinde ukhule.
that you multiply.
But remember we said, khumbula sithe
Yes,
into zikaThixo
things of God,
zibonakale ngathi zijonge phansi
they
kanti.
seem as if they are
So the
chaotic
more
upside down.
the Egyptians were pressing
The more amayiphutha becinezela abantu,
amaSirayeli,
the Israelites,
kukona bebenyuka.
it is the more that they multiply.
So uThixo uthi kuMoses,
So God is saying to Moses,
do not worry,
don't stress.
I will go before you.
Zaya phambi kwakho.
Xa uhamba wena,
When you go,
mna ndinguThixo,
me as God,
ndizaba lapha phambi
I'll
kwakho.
be in front
So
of you.
fear not, for I am the Lord.
Ukuba mna ndinguThixo.
Let me say this before I sit down.
Mandithetha le nto phambi uba ndihlale phantsi.
You know, amaxesha amaninzi we tend to fear.
Many a times siyoyika,
Singazazi uba sizawuthini
not knowing what to do.
when we are being elected
Xa sikhethwa okanye xa sonyulwa
enkonzweni.
in the church.
You know, if ever you trust in the Lord,
Uba uyakholelwa and uthembele kuThixo,
everything is possible.
yonke into iyakwazi ukwenzeka.
So don't trust izinto zakho.
Don't trust your own, suthembela in your
Uthembela
own things.
kuwe.
Don't trust yourself.
Trust in the Lord.
Thembela
Kuba
kuThixo.
nguThixo ozawuhamba emva kwakho.
Because it is God who is going to be leading you.
So wena just follow.
Uyokwakho nje kukulandela.
When I take 2 steps,
Xa ndinyathela
then
amanyathelo
God will take
amabini,
the rest.
uThixo ke uzawuthatha wonke
May the
amandla.
Lord God bless you.
Ingawuthixo angasikelele.